Hi Internet Cuties, welcome back. This video is about HRT, which is hormone replacement therapy, and what it has done to my body. I've been on hormone replacement therapy for about 6 months now, and a lot has changed. So we're gonna kind of go over the physical, and then a little bit of the mental stuff, and then some of the stuff that's coming in the future. The first 3 months that I was on hormone replacement therapy, I was on a lower dosage. So I was on 200 milligrams of spironolactone, which is a testosterone blocker, and I was 4 milligrams on estradiol, which is an synthetic estrogen. Around 3 months, I got my dosage upped on my estradiol. So right now, my spironolactone is still at 200 miles per hour, 200 milligrams, and my estradiol is at 8 milligrams, which is like super high and the highest dosage. I don't recommend anybody going any higher than that unless you like specifically talk to a doctor. First, we're gonna go with the physical changes. The first thing that I noticed was my softer skin. It started happening a couple weeks in, and then it just keeps getting better and better. I have a little bit more fat in different areas, which I've noticed, in like the right areas, which is nice. Surprisingly, I lost weight. I started at 165, I'm now at 160. I think that's mainly due to the fact that I lost muscle as well, and I started eating a little bit healthier, which is always good. The muscle that I lost, I can sort of feel more in like my shoulders and in my arms a bit, and my legs. The next one is fat redistribution. That is basically like taking the fat in certain areas and putting it in the right areas. You can sort of notice that on my face. If you look at my older video, I have like different cheeks now. And that's just from the hormones. My skin has gotten really much better, like especially on my face. I used to have a lot of acne when I was younger. Thankfully, I don't have that as much now. It's starting to smooth out. A lot of my acne scarring is going away. I am using some like facial scrubs and things like that, but it's kind of basic and I forget a lot of times. So I'm gonna call this all estrogen. Hair loss, and I mean not on my head. The hair on my head is actually grown, which is nice. I'm like regaining whatever was lost up there. But my body hair, it's a lot thinner. I used to have a lot of body hair, and I'm not ashamed to say that, Italian. That is thinned out. Anything that comes back is a lot like paler. It's not as heavy, easier to shave off. So that's been wonderful. It's still work in progress. I'm still getting there, but body hair was probably my #1 cause of like dysphoria, like what I hated about my body. Thankfully, that's starting to work out. In terms of body hair, your facial hair doesn't really change when you're on HRT. It might get a little slower, but it doesn't actually like go away. So I've been doing laser hair removal. I go into the city for that. And I just had my 10th session. I've noticed primarily on my cheeks, that's mostly gone. I have a little bit of an upper lip and like a little bit underneath, but I'm still working on it. I have 4 more sessions. If that doesn't work, I'll probably go to electrolysis to finish it off, because no one wants to wake up and have to shave their face every morning. I mean, at least me. Whatever, you can do what you want. Other thing, going back to hair as well, is like my actual hair is much softer. I have been taking care of it more because I just care about it. I want it to grow, but I feel like it has grown pretty good. I did get a haircut, as you can tell, and it just seems a lot softer. And I don't know if that's from the hormones or if it's just like me getting older or whatever it is. I think it looks fine. Anyway, so the last one in terms of physical is those. So they did grow. I'm at an A cup now. So that's 6 months in, A cup. So not too bad. They hurt like hell, but yeah, so cool. Next stuff is my mental changes. So right when I started, like within the first couple weeks, I just was happier. I felt calmer. I felt like I had more control over myself and my thoughts. It was been great. I did get a little emotional during like the midway point of my 6 months. So that was kind of when like my dosage got upped. I got my levels checked and my testosterone level was like hyper low, which is not really good. And I think that was a contributor too, but it feels better now. So that's good. The one thing I did want to talk about, the way that I get turned on is different. I no longer feel like I need to like do the thing. It now feels like I have control. So those are sort of the mental changes. I really can't think of anything else. The last thing that I wanted to tell you is my next step that I'm gonna be taking. So I booked a consultation, and I had my consultation with a surgeon up in Boston. Dr. Spiegel is going to be working on my face. I'm getting facial feminization surgery, or like facial reconstructive surgery. Now, the reason why I like to call it that and not plastic surgery is because I'm not really getting any like implants. I'm not getting any type of fillers or anything like that on my face. And I was very like adamant about that. I even told him when he was mentioning what surgeries I should get that I didn't want any fillers, and he was really cool with it. He said that like I can do whatever I want, and that was really nice. So let me grab like the paper and we can go over it, okay? Be right back. Okay, so this is what I got when I went up to Boston to see Dr. Spiegel. We booked my appointment and we're just looking to see like a good date so far. This is like the little folder that it comes in. You open it up like that. It's kind of cute. It's got their little business card on the corner. This is Dr. Spiegel. See if you can see him. Can't see. There you go. He's a little cutie, and then this is his wife because they work together. He's been working in the business for 1,000 billion years. 20 years, and he has over 1,200 surgical procedures each year, double board certified and all those other fancy things. So in here you get a menu of services, has a whole bunch of different things. Dimpleplasty, did you know that you can actually get dimples? Had no idea. Ear pinning, cheek and chin augmentations, facelifts, lip lifts, liposuction. I'm gonna go over the things that I'm getting because there's like a whole list of them. It's a forehead contouring and scalp enhancement and brow lift. So basically what that is my brow here. He's gonna like make it like smoother and softer, pull up my brow a bit to make it look more cool. Kind of fix my hairline too, which is gonna be awesome because I don't even have to worry about regrowing it. So it's gonna be more rounded, probably. The next one I'm gonna get is a rhinoplasty. So that is my nose. I'm basically just looking to get rid of like the bridge that I have going on here, and then like maybe make my nose like a little bit smaller looking. He's like amazing at everything. The other thing that I am getting is a mandible contouring. So instead of just getting like a chin shaved, what he does is he actually does like your whole jaw. He says like it starts here with this like little guy here, and it goes all the way over, and he's gonna basically make it more into a V shape and make it smaller. So it's a little expensive, I know, and I set up a GoFundMe just to help with that. I have it where like I design t-shirts, so if you put in enough money, you can get a t-shirt, and I'm gonna write like handwritten letters as thank yous and all that kind of stuff. Right now, financially, I'm okay now, but I probably won't be later. But hopefully it'll all be worth it in the end. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I didn't bore you with anything too crazy. If you do have any questions or anything that you want to talk about, just please feel free to message me, or, you know, however way you want to contact me. I'm always here for you guys. I love you all, and bye.